KTN.
KTN can now authoritatively confirm that the Kenya Kwanza regime is using not less than 200 million shillings per day and close to 1 billion shillings per week to host delegations from various regions at State House in Nairobi. The meetings, whose sole purpose is to campaign for President William Ruto for a second term in office, has seen those who attend the meetings walk away with a minimum facilitation fee of 10,000 shillings after wining and dining with the president. As our senior political affairs reporter Chris Thairu reports, the latest report by the Auditor General has questioned the disbursement of 5.03 billion shillings sent to the office of the president for expenditures that were not urgent, unnecessary, or for events that had already passed.
The 2027 general election might be 22 months and 3 weeks away from now, but already political temperatures and activities are rising day by day. State House Nairobi has now become a venue for political activities, with President William Ruto hosting delegations almost on a daily basis if he is not out of the country. But our focus is not on the political activities, but the taxpayers' funds being used to facilitate the meetings.
Rosi amesema tuwanunulie lunch. Kwa hiyo kila mtu ni 10,000. God bless you.
That was Nakuru West MP Samuel Arama when he led a delegation to State House Nairobi 2 months ago. Each county is being allowed to bring at least 5,000 delegates to State House Nairobi. Now, here's the calculation on how your money is being spent. At one sitting with at least 5,000 delegates and each delegate walking away with a facilitation fee of 10,000 shillings, that's 50 million shillings being used only on allowances. The delegates are also dining with the president. A plate of buffet at Weston Hotel, which has been offering catering services at State House Nairobi, goes for 2,500. Now multiply that with 5,000 delegates, that will be a minimum of 12.5 million shillings, noting that this is minus soft drinks. Governors, MPs and MCAs are also being offered from 10 to 50 million shillings to transport the delegates to and from State House. The facilitation fee increases depending on the distance where the delegates are coming from. In one sitting, the taxpayers are coughing not less than 300 million shillings, noting that we have not included the hiring of tents and chairs.
Unfortunately, the president has abandoned development as a key component of persuading Kenyans, and now has departed to giving handouts, that is 10,000 each Kenyan, so that they can support him.
The political class that consists of governors, MPs, senators, MCAs and women rep are getting a range of between 100,000 shillings to 500,000 shillings, depending on the clout and the political power. At times, the president has been hosting more than one delegation in a day, which could slightly cost the taxpayers more than 500 million shillings. Now, if the president were to host at least 4 delegations in a week, that means an expenditure of more than 1 billion shillings. And in 1 month, that will total up to nearly 5 billion shillings.
If you look at the amount of money that is being dished out in these convoys to State House, you realize that it is so much money that has been removed from the budget and has left Kenyans struggling with completion of road projects, have no medicine in hospitals and drugs.
The office of the deputy president, though they share one budget, is also hosting delegations.
Si tulisema 2 million. Nabeba hapa 2 million saa hii. Ya muhimu zaidi sio ile lunch, ya muhimu zaidi ni hiyo support.
Even when they receive the 10,000 shillings that they are getting from State House, basically they are not benefiting in any way, because they go and use that money to pay debts. They go and use it to pay for the same services the government has refused to pay for them.
Apparently, all these money has been spent, but the presidency has not been budgeted. Only last month, the Office of the Auditor General raised queries in his quarterly reports how 5.03 billion shillings from the contingencies fund had been spent in a span of less than 2 months. Now, when all these money is being splashed out, it is imperative to note that thousands of students have been sent home due to lack of school fees and the lack by the government to spend capitation money to schools. For instance, in one sitting, which can gobble up not less than 300 million shillings, the money can be used to cater for 13,000 secondary students, given that each student receives 22,000 shillings from the capitation fund.
That is why you hear that there are containers and containers of cash in State House and also in Karen, where money is stored and then is accessed whenever people visit there.
In the 2025-2026 financial budget, State House was allocated 8.5 billion shillings. The Office of the President was allocated 5.3 billion shillings, while the Office of the Deputy President was allocated 3.07 billion shillings.
Matanabo.
Only this past week, the President has hosted more than 5 delegations at State House, Nairobi, after jetting back from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
Ukitaka kufaulu, unatafuta deputy amesoma kuliko wewe.
Chris Tairo, KTN, Nairobi.